Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
All right. So, as you can see,
Fantastic.
Ryan here is going to be our DM for today. So, I'm going to leave it in his hands and let him run everything from here on out. So, take it away.
Okay, sounds good. I guess we'll start off with some character introductions. We'll start with Max.
All right, yeah. I'm playing Maximilian, the usual character I play each week, with all his illusionary shenanigans. He loves illusion. Almost got crushed by a hydraulic press last week.
Can you tell us how you came up with that name?
I don't know. It was a very, very hard process. There are so many different names in the world, and I had to choose one. So it's just that one I had to pick.
Actually, he set up a dartboard, and he accidentally dropped the dart, and it fell on his chest. And was like, "Oh, guess I'm going to Max."
All right, that's enough about me. Next character.
Okay. We'll go clockwise. So Nick.
Now I heard you thought of that name while
Zen.
And can you
I
describe?
am playing Zen.
Okay.
He is an unblinking wizard who has two nice fluffy dogs named Mooney and Moon. So.
Okay, and Connor.
Hello, everybody. I'm Connor, and I am playing The Rock. As per usual, I am the big dude with a sword. Go around dunking on people, and if it calls for it, I will use the rock that I've got in my pack for the rock to dunk.
Okay, and Rob.
Today I am playing Notch, who is not a shaved yeti. He's but a normal human who is very familiar with human ways. And he's a fighter that I made into a monk, because that was actually much more effective than being a monk. And and he's accompanied by several chickens, including his favorite chicken, Rietta.
Oh, so he's like Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Mm-hmm. So is he like the chicken whisperer?
Well, no, four of them are eating chickens.
Oh, okay.
What's the other one?
The other one is his special pet, Rietta.
Yeah.
So, do you just like hang out with it? I
Well,
don't think like chickens are they that sociable animals?
Well, I don't eat Rietta. She's got a name. You don't eat the named animals.
So, what do you do with the named
Yeah, you do.
chicken?
I just keep it. That's the one I carry. The other's right in the bag.
So it's kind of like a cat for you?
I
Yeah,
guess.
except he lets this one out of the bag.
Yes.
It's an elven chicken.
Yes, it's a 4-die elven chicken.
Okay, and Bastian.
Yeah, I'm playing Droopy, the probably most adorable cleric of Verasi. Probably one of the most powerful clerics of Verasi with 18 willpower. Who, is probably the best friend of Zen, or at least Zen is her best friend. And, this might end with Cobalt Bones for Droopy.
Okay, and Neal.
I am playing Artie. He is a Gnomish cleric of Ephra, the goddess of inspiration, but he notably lacks inspiration in his own life. He has trouble rhyming, which is a Gnomish pastime and a kind of sign of respect, but he struggles with it, so I try to struggle with it. It's hard to not come up with rhymes on the spot, but I do my best. And he plays an upright bass, and a tuba.
Okay. And so you guys, I'm going to start things off way different than any other episode. You guys are sitting in a random bar on the side of the road called Shenanigans. Never done this before, so what are you guys talking about when the scene rolls onto you?
I'm probably playing with the Zen stocks.
Guys, I found this stuff. It's really great. This is going to change your dietary needs forever, all right? It's called peanut butter. It's amazing. It's chock full of protein.
Is that made by your mother?
Because peanuts are like cows and give milk in human lands. Yes. We all.
I don't know.
This.
Nah, bro. It's like you chop up the nuts and then you do some stuff with them. I think there's a wizard involved, and then all of a sudden, bam! You got peanut butter, and you can like spread it on your bread, and it's like your bread goes from just carbs into like protein and carbs. Oh man, it makes a great addition to breakfast. You feel less guilty about it when you throw it on like pancakes or waffles. It's amazing.
The substance
Awesome right here.
Neal,
The substance seems interesting. I mean, I
Is
think
it-
we could use it as a grease spell of sorts maybe in the future.
Do
Is
you have a
it-
sample? Is it ample?
would
Yeah, it's right here.
Artie reaches out a finger to swipe some and
Make a grub skill
I
check.
say
This is an
Could this
unknown
ever be
thing,
considered-
which is why we're all asking questions. about
Everyone
it.
who tries it, make a grub skill check.
I gotta roll a grub skill first off.
And Droopy is.
Amazing.
You probably
Oh,
see a
God.
claw from under the table reach up and just take a little.
I have a feeling like it's gonna be crack for Droopy.
And you-
Hmm.
And you hear a loud
now.
from under the
Average
table.
grub. I'm a cook with average grub. Oh well.
That was my grub. Okay.
So is when you
Now,
say peanut
depending on
butter,
whether or not
I rolled a one on my grub skill.
Okay,
check.
so as you guys are discussing whether or not this substance is actually edible,
It's delicious.
like, you notice that everything just goes silent, and everyone is watching you. Yes, everyone else in the bar just watching your table. I don't know how long it takes, but eventually you guys notice that you guys are the only.
Oh, guys, you want to try some peanut butter too?
I'm not sitting at the same table where
Okay.
Artie is sitting at, just so you know.
Okay.
Either that or I'd assume you'd probably like sitting here.
Just to mention, everyone has gone quiet, but you have Droopy on the table like
Yeah. Hey, Droopy, you want some more?
I don't really notice the quietness. I say so the rock.
Yeah.
When you say it is peanut butter, is it butter that you put on peanuts, or butter made for the use of peanuts, or butter made from peanuts?
That last one. Yeah. I think it's from peanuts. Excuse me.
Ah,
I think you can like even not go the whole way and keep the peanuts in there that are pretty chunky, so it adds like texture and crap. But oh man, I love this stuff. Here, try it.
Why are they looking at us?
And as that happens, from down the stairs and creaking down the stairs is someone none of you guys recognize. He is wearing a deep, dark red cloak that is concealing everything. He has it closed. The only thing you can see of his arm is that it has leather armor on, and he's wearing nice silk gloves holding the cloak closed. And he steps all the way down and goes to sit in a corner, flagging over Desmond.
So he's like every other person in the bar, and we don't actually know them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
But
cool.
you realize that you've never even seen him before, and he seems way out of place. In addition to being like all the other people that you don't recognize.
Maybe he's here to steal my peanut butter.
so that one in particular is Stridering.
Yes.
All right. Hey. Hey, Artie, a little dickweed. Go over there and be Frodo.
What?
Hey, go talk to Strider over there. See what he wants to do with the ring, eh?
I resent the notion that you think I'm a halfling.
Well, tough nuts.
I'll put your nuts in a sling.
Is that how the peanut butter is made?
Artie hops off his chair and goes over to the Strider figure, kind of pissed off. People
Nice
are-
one, Notch. Nice one.
As you approach, you overhear
Yes,
the end of a
whatever I
conversation.
said was nice.
So you overhear Desmond pointing over to the table and saying, "Yep, that's the best we got." And the guy saying, "I see. I'm not very impressed, but they'll have to do."
Not impressed by
Excuse
the
me.
guy with two freaking.
Yes, the stranger turns in a kind of disapproving look, glances down at you.
Artie puts his hands on his hips, sticks out his chest a little bit and says, "What are you doing in a place like this? You seem rather amiss."
I am seeking brave heroes and adventures. My shipment was hijacked a few miles away from here, and I need only the best heroes and adventures to rescue my shipment.
Yep, that's me.
Mhm.
My previous
You must think
mercenaries
of who
were not
those
up to
would
the
be.
task.
And is there some sort of profit
There is a
If-
profit.
people were to offer to help?
Yes, for anyone who successfully completes the escort of my goods to their final destination, I will award you 500 gold pieces.
And where is the final destination?
Just a small little factory just north of Wickenthorpe, Arentha.
Mm-hmm. And where did your shipment get hijacked? Was it on a
Just
kayak?
to the west. No, just to the west of here. He brought it up from Stoneport a few days back. Just as we entered the woods, it was just taken by bandits.
Well, you better sit here. I'm gonna go repeat this where my friends can hear. And
Okay.
then he turns and kind of stomps back to the rest of the party. And
As you turn, you hear him say to Desmond, "It's kind of disconcerting that one doesn't rhyme, isn't it?"
he gets back to the table and pounds his drink on it. Excuse me. I have a proposition.
So what
I
is
hope
the
not to
situation?
hear from you any opposition.
Oh, they want us to take the ring in Mordor?
That fine gentleman has a shipment of what I believe are hens. Or something like that. I'm not quite clear.
We're going after chickens again?
Maybe. The point is, the man has a shipment of equipment that needs to go to its destination.
Well, that was a good one already.
Is it within this nation?
Yes, yes, it is. Thank you, Notch.
Well, your rhymes I wouldn't want you to botch.
Oh, thank God you're not a Sasquatch. So we need to rescue it from the bandits who.
Who says I am?
You're not.
Definitely not.
Of course not.
Not at all.
No, you would smell like rot. I perish at the thought.
I'm not a Sasquatch, but that's offensive.
Good thing we
Anyway,
have the rock.
Yeah,
Look, we have to
I'll
get
just bet everybody.
the shipment of equipment to Wicthron Rorenta.
Sasquatches are much more cleanly than many humans that I see. I mean, of us here in this town.
I've never met a Sasquatch. Not there hasn't been one around, not on my watch.
Then perhaps you shouldn't comment on the smell. That's not acting very well.
Okay, that's fair.
Very well.
At this point, the stranger comes forward and again, in his slightly gravelly, low voice, says, "Do we have a decision?"
Now hold on. We're not done talking about this yet.
This mission?
Just go sit over there and have Desmond bring you something wet. We'll come for you soon. Don't be a buffoon.
And he turns over, goes to the corner with Desmond.
So he has this shipment of equipment that needs to get to Withthron Rorenta before, something gets madder and then Rorenta. But it's been picked up by bandits before then, and we need to go find it, and for some reason you probably shouldn't bring that hen, he says, pointing to Notch's talking chicken, associating chicken, friendly chicken, the thing.
Chicken.
Yeah. Anyway, there is a fine payment for all those involved.
How much is this payment?
500 gold. All
Something
told.
occurs to me. We, here at this inn, many people come in looking for missions. And of course, we can only do one at a time. But for example, this mission we're being offered 500 gold. What if we were to find another group and offer them 400 gold to do this mission. And then any missions that we would miss while we were out doing this mission, we volunteered to take those too and pay other groups to do it, giving them a reduced percentage.
I think we would have to be upfront with our employer.
Really?
Lying to them would be not a great thing. But we could write a really
How
long
would that be
contract
lying
that's
to them?
difficult to read, and then they just sign it, and that's all we need. And they've been warned. It's been fair.
That'll keep the law out of our hair.
Yes, yes. Does anyone have a reading or writing proficiency?
Yes,
Good.
I do. What about it?
We need a contract.
Uh-huh. Yes, of course. I can do a contract.
A nice,
I can write one.
long, wordy contract that's a pain in the ass to read.
Mhm.
And stipulate somewhere inside that where they won't. Right.
Okay, I start writing a
the wall
very
again.
The rules and regulations by
Long
which they must
contract.
abide?
Yes, thank you.
yeah, I can write one.
Yeah. And within it, say something about us being able to subcontract our work.
Uh-huh. Of course. And I make sure when I start writing down
Oh.
that
One
Artie
thing.
doesn't get any share of the loot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, very long and difficult contract to read. Mhm,
No.
Indeed.
Okay.
And really, all it is Artie gets no money. That's all it is. Just sign this, please. Artie gets no money. Yep, that's all it's saying. Who's Artie? Ah, short guy.
now,
All right.
now we need someone to be with the client and schmooze. Someone that is able to drink with him lots of booze. Who's most suited to this task?
Then
I don't think he's up to task. I think we
I
need
mean-
someone a little more personable
mm,
and a little bit more lovable.
I
I
have
mean-
this ring which will make you lovable.
So-
As he says lovable, the cute face of Droopy just appears from under the table.
No, not a rat. Not a rat in a hat.
I say in Kobold.
here,
No,
Droopy,
he
have more
probably doesn't speak Kobold. I'm sorry.
have more peanut butter.
Perhaps we should send him the rock. He's as
Yeah.
better than the rest of you all who look like socks.
Artie, did you just call that little girl a rat in a hat?
I think he did.
under the
She's not a girl, she's a boy. And she looks like a horse that's a toy. Or
I'm pretty sure she's a girl. Little girl, are you a girl?
I nod.
it's a girl. I thought it really was a squirrel. Okay, so be.
Under
You
the
keep
table,
making rodent analogies.
under the table, Droopy is mentioning to Zen like,
Technically, it's a canine, but making rat analogies, I think, is fine.
Did you just call that poor little girl a dog?
I think
She's a
he
kobold. Or have you not been told? No human has ever been that hairy. And if they did, they would be quite scary. But then again, maybe I don't know. I'm not from around here. No. This is not my home.
Artie, I do not understand. You seem like a personable fellow, but then you go around mocking people of other races and this poor little girl child. And then many people find a person covered with hair to be quite attractive and dignified. It's so soft and silky.
did. Yeah, I mean, I know Artie right there. He loves them hairy feet.
I'm not a halfling! You racist! I'm a gnome!
Says the racist.
Is it racism if it's intentional, Artie?
Yes! Yes, that makes it even worse!
All right, good. Good. Now go to your little hole.
I'm gonna build a death ray. I swear to God, we'll find some sort of magnesium. Get something. Some sort of. Artie starts bringing out a notepad and starts scribbling his own notes.
I just hate people who assume gender.
Mhm.
After an apparent lull in conversation, the figure heads over to the group. What's this?
I'm not a
taking so
halfling!
long? I didn't say you were, little fellow. I can tell you're
Good.
a gnome and not a great one, as it's shown by your lack of rhymes.
Oh, we just got told.
Two
Now.
targets for the death ray.
Now, do you all have a decision yet? My employer hires only the best, normally. I had to do in Stoneport by hiring a ragtag crew.
Yeah, so Bilbo there never told us an amount. How much you paying?
500 per person that is with me at the end when we deliver the final item to my employer.
Oh,
500 gold per person?
Per person?
Per
Oh yeah,
person.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go.
And these said goods, what are they? Are they
That is
discreet?
part of the fee of the 500.
Ah,
You do not
I
know
see.
what the
Mhm.
goods are.
They
Alright.
must.
Let's just
Are they illegal? I mean, if we are guarding
No,
a shipment of halfling feet,
No,
that would
dude.
be very offensive to Artie.
Oh no, dude. Don't you know? We're actually guarding a shipment of peanut butter. Isn't that right, bro?
Yes, that peanut butter is very valuable.
Exactly. Do you know how much money we can make off this? Who cares? Cause it's delicious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should take your comrades' advice and think of whatever in that box is what you wish. As long as you deliver me in it, you shall be rich.
Oh, you want to be in the box too? We can arrange that.
No, I will be alongside it, making sure that none of you are too eager to sneak a peek. We wouldn't want that now.
I've got my own peanut butter, bro. I'm good.
Ryan, I take a sniff of this person. What does Droopy get in terms of smell from this person?
Smells like rich people.
Or roll me a perception check.
Let me see. My perception is not good.
You see through your nose.
Yeah.
You
very well.
smell the bar and the smell of alcohol permeating from everyone speaking around you.
Probably have a bit of peanut butter on my nose.
Yep.
Yes.
My evil plan worked all along. Just get peanut butter on the roof of Droopy's mouth.
Okay, so I have written here the terms of agreement, and I want you to, if you are gonna accept us as mercenaries, you will have to sign this. I hand him over the piece of paper.
Okay, he glances down at the paper. What is it?
It's very complicated.
Okay.
Just say it's very complicated.
Luckily, we have someone who graduated cum laude at law school in Wicca Tharumpa.
Phenomena.
And he looks at it, realizes that it is a lot of extra words that he doesn't want to go through the time, and just takes it and says, "Look, I'm an old-fashioned guy. We do this my way. Handshake deal or no deal," and rips up the contract.
Oh.
Works for me.
Yep.
Whoa. You know how much
Zen-
work that got into that?
Zen
I
shakes
think
his
you put
hand.
about like 5 minutes into that, Max.
I know.
Oh.
We are in.
Here, I will give you guys a few hours to
Hmm.
gather what you need. You will find me just to the west of town. Here's for any supplies you may need along the way. And he flips up into the air 6 platinum coins that all happen to land roughly around in your general direction
You can catch mine.
Excellent. That will give Artie time for second breakfast.
and disappears at the front.
Also, platinum coins only worth double that of a gold coin.
You're lucky I'm hungry and I'm going to have a second breakfast.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, don't forget 11sies either.
Kidding? That is second breakfast.
Or morning tea. I mean, you can't forget either of those.
What was that 21 for?
What about brunch?
To catch it.
Okay. So you do catch it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to catch mine too. See, I'm gonna catch mine.
You catch yours more elegantly.
Yeah, with the 21, I'm pretty sure the Zen just goes. Hop, 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 hop,
Droopy, you
like
get really close to
500
catching
times.
it, but your arms are too short and you can't catch it in time.
I leave it lying on the
Not even
floor.
okay. It's like, boom.
Droopy, pick it up.
I leave it lying on the floor.
Droopy, pick it up.
Pick it up. I test if it's real or fake.
It definitely tastes like metal.
It tastes like what you would expect platinum to taste like. If you've ever tried it?
No, so
I have no expectations of what platinum would taste like.
It tastes like metal.
It's metal, all right.
Yeah.
A good analysis, Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, Droopy is not wearing a gambeson any longer, but a brigandine, which is you have to Google it. I don't know how it's look. It looks kind of like a armored vest or something.
So where's the shipment? Where was the shipment last seen? Is it around somewhere that is green?
Oh, the guy who you guys don't know who he is. He had left after he flipped up the coins. Said he was at the west of town waiting for you guys.
Okay. Well, I looked at the rest of the party. Shall we go?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yes, let's go.
Artisan,
On with the show.
artisan. Give
So,
me.
buy whatever you guys needed to buy and
Suzanne,
get ready to leave town.
Suzanne Droopy says, "Give me a bit," and then she ushers away a bit out of the bar and maybe into the stables or something where it is quiet. And she's going to read omens. She takes some bones out of a satchel, maybe chews on one of them while doing that, and gets some sand, throws it into the air, gathers the bones, rolls them around, just doing shit that looks basically like random shit she's doing, but she sees something in it. And the question she is going to ask is, will be there great danger on this task the man has offered us?
And this is a chance to get wrong information or not, or how does the
Omen reading is, Neal, you have the description. I think it was, I have to check. If I fail, it's inconclusive.
Right, this is which ability? Omen reading?
Yep.
Alright. It's in the toolbox on the website.
The
Weapon
omen is
proficiency
Artie will die.
descriptions.
That sounds like a good one.
Maybe this time. Omen reading. Let's see. To use this proficiency, the Omen Reader phrases a general question about a course of action, such as, is this a good day or start of our journey? Should we track the orcs to the lair or wait for the next raid? Or when will the dragon return? The DM then makes a proficiency check in secret. If the character fails, the DM can tell him the signs were inconclusive or make up a false answer for a spectacular failure. If the Omen Reader succeeds, the DM can give the character a vague answer based on his assessment of the situation. An omen is usually good, bad, or inconclusive, although an answer of a day or two or proceed but with caution is acceptable. Omens aren't guaranteed. If a party ignores a bad omen, they might succeed in their task anyway. An omen is nothing more than a DM's best guess about a course of action.
Okay.
And it takes an hour or so to do.
Yeah, so I will take an hour or something. My skill is 16.
Okay.
And the question is, will there be great danger on the task this man has offered us?
The answer you get is that the road will be rocky and perilous, but great wealth will be with those who succeed.
What?
I received a similar answer when asking about going into a troll's den once.
Wait, but what? I didn't
The road will be rocky and perilous, but great wealth will be there if you succeed.
Hmm.
The road's always rocky.
The road's always perilous,
So
but rarely is there great wealth involved.
return to Zen, or when I meet up with the party, I will say to Zen, have to be careful. Danger ahead. But wealth
All right,
lies.
I just said to the whole party. The cleric says there's going to be danger ahead. We should be careful.
Don't worry, we'll
no.
throw Artie first.
Possibly great danger.
You know, I don't like the way that the Rock is acting.
Artie, if I was going to trust my life by throwing you in head first, I'd just not go.
To Zen, Droopy whispers, probably gnome killing danger.
I whisper in Kobold, let's let him live until we complete the quest. Then he gets money and we can take it.
Ah.
Wow, you guys are all a bunch of dicks.
I'm a cleric
All
of
of
mercy.
us?
Except for Notch. Notch is cool. Everyone else.
I mean,
I-
by all
I-
means, keep insulting Yetis. Maybe he'll turn him against you too.
I have somewhat of a duty to be evil.
Avoid all responsibility for your actions. That's fine.
Yeah, and you don't call a kobold a rat for nothing.
So are we doing this?
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yes.
Are you guys completely ready to leave town?
Yeah.
Buy
So,
whatever provisions
so
you
I was
needed?
thinking, since we're heading to Wikthron Rarenta with this, we could take the ship, the boat.
Well, I want to go to, I guess we're getting some last minute provisions. Is there in the market anyone who sells exotic provisions?
You are in luck. Just this last week, there were some traveling merchants. They set up shop in Berkshire on their way from Cushwick. They have some Okuban rations there, so spicy meats and whatnot.
There are things I'm looking for that maybe you brought from faraway lands. Do you have vanilla?
Vanilla, no. That is a very tame spice. We like
Oh.
our things spicy. We have some cinnamon, however. It is
Do you-
highly recommended.
Do you have chocolate from far off lands?
No, again, that
No
is
cocoa?
Nope.
Other cocoa?
We have
Already
cinnamon.
gets it.
We have cinnamon, cumin, and
Then truly my gag is stillborn.
I
do you
I'm
like
definitely
to
gonna
buy
buy
any of
some
these fine spices?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to buy some spicy meat.
Okay.
Does he sell a ballista?
No. The ballista shop is completely out. The ballista was such a hot item this year. You know, people were just buying them all over for St. Patty's Day, and you know,
Oh,
Wow, the demand for ballistas are high. I wonder why.
they just flew right off the racks, guys.
yep.
Almost as if they were launched by some sort of high-powered launching device.
Yeah, they were launched by those low prices. Oh, God. We missed it. Screwing
Oh,
around.
what was that thing from Pirate Edition? Come down to Bob's Ready-Made Ballista Mart.
Sounds about right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Prices were so low, and there were so many great deals that they just sold all out. Especially with the trade-in deals that they had, bring in a crossbow, get a brand new ballista, low leasing options.
Now
The
we're
leasing
talking about-
options sound reasonable when they describe them, but really those are just a way for the dealership to make even more money.
Yep.
Now that we're
Bob retired from his ballista manufacturer quite well.
It's alright. I can make an illusionary ballista.
Oh, sweet. That's
Now,
good enough.
now that we're talking about ballistas, Neal, can someone assassinate someone else with a ballista?
What do you mean assassinate someone with a ballista? Via the thief skill?
Thief.
Read the thief skill. It's melee weapons only.
Could someone melee assassinate?
You can't melee someone with a ballista.
Maybe if you chain them in front of it. Clink, clink, clink.
No,
Yo,
because
come
they
on,
have to be caught
22
unawares.
Yeah.
You're just charging down the street with your ballista,
sneaking
Neal.
up with the ballista.
Charged.
You just shopping cart right over him with that.
That's the same sort of thinking that gets you the peasant railgun.
Exactly.
You could just drop the ballista on them.
Or the combat shovel.
I have a don't talk about combat shovels. I have one.
Combat shovels are actually a thing.
No, what these
Like in the real
fools
world, they're a
are
thing.
referring to is once upon a time I had a
Yes.
player in my campaign who wanted a combat shovel that did longsword damage. And I told her she could have a combat shovel that did, like, dagger damage, but it couldn't be as useful in combat as a longsword or a short sword. So I said no combat shovels. And these people have just latched on to the combat shovel being disallowed rather than the damage adjustment of it being
Well,
disallowed.
a combat shovel.
Sure,
I
we
think
have.
there was an episode
Fucking
of
combat shovel has
Shenanigans where
haunted me
everyone
for
had
3.5
one.
years.
Yes, it has.
Brought up. Neal gets so salty.
It will never.
Well,
It's because
You
people
know-
are misinterpreting and misquoting things and then attributing it to me. It drives me insane. I hate you all.
you never fight in World War
yeah,
I.
you guys just taking something Neal said, purposefully misunderstanding it, and then using it to torment him is just wrong.
It's wrong. You should all feel very ashamed of yourselves.
Okay, is
Yeah.
everyone ready? Did everyone buy all the spicy meat they want?
Yeah, I bought
Yeah.
a bunch of spicy meat and I bought some torches.
Okay. Everyone all supplied up
I'm
with what
buying
they wanted?
All right, I'm gonna
too.
get some spicy spices, I guess.
Okay.
I pack up
Yeah,
my
I'll get
tuba
some
and
spicy
my
Make the meat
donkey.
spicy myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Neal, how are you carrying your tuba?
Stage.
I carried on my donkey.
Oh, okay. But I mean, is it like do you have a case for it?
I
Like,
am also
No.
bringing my
It's just
donkey.
tied to the saddle pack.
ooh, you're gonna get dents that way.
Oh, dude, it's an old, poor quality
Okay.
dented tuba. It's been kicked around. It's been dropped down a staircase or two.
It's got character.
It makes the sound warmer. It gives it a musicality that more perfect instruments lack.
No, it doesn't get warmer.
It is
You can
like
always tell when Artie's tuba is being played. Let me put it that way.
Okay, there you go.
it is like when you have a barbecue, and the barbecue is better when it still contains the ashes of previous barbecues. If the barbecue is clean and unused, something would be taken away.
Yes. What the big man says.
Sure.
Okay.
Because that's how tubas work.
So you guys have everything and head
Yep.
to the west, where you see the strange figure still just kind of leaning up against the side of the very western edge of town. Just kind of, again, you notice you can't really see his face or anything. You just see the cloak pulled over, and you only see like his one arm hanging out of the cloak in leather armor, the silk gloves, dark red cloak covering everything else.
So, bro, do you only have like one arm or something?
No, I just prefer to keep myself covered.
Ah,
It's
you get a little
dangerous.
cold.
It's a dangerous place out here.
Yeah, I mean, you might get a sunburn.
Some people prefer to be thoroughly dressed all the time. It doesn't mean they're hiding their race.
No, not at all.
No, I was just teasing him for only having one arm out.
Mm.
I have multiple arms, and these two arms are enough to keep myself safe. But I need the expertise of fabulous, famed heroes as yourselves to help me escort the rest of my shipment.
Is someone else here?
Nope, just
Dude,
just the 7 of us for now. That's all that I see. I guess the 7 of us and that ass there.
I am also bringing my donkey
Okay, the 2 asses
and my 2 dogs.
and those little annoying.
I have a
animals.
donkey too.
That's one of the ones I was pointing out. Or how many donkeys are there total? Just 2? Okay, so the mystery figure sets off to the west, and this might be a good chance for a break.
Okay, we will see you guys on the other side of a break. Bye-bye.
Zombie Jesus wine. Because I had a water bottle.
Yep.